I guess, safe water. We can ask God to help us move forward and grow from this such situation, and that all people are able to benefit from safe drinking water and clean environments. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay, we're going to talk about um, how you doing? Okay, we're going to talk about um, well, audits that were supposed to be done in the county when they start building. So I'm going to go over several forms and stuff that they are not doing, and they are in violation right now. And so that is why things is going so well in federal court because they don't have none of their paperwork. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you right now. This is an audit that was done in 2019, and I hope everybody can see this. Um, the audit that was done in 2019 was on a subdivision that people houses right now are shifting, and they can't close doors in their house. They can't close their bedroom doors. They're having a lot of problems. If I'm stopping in between, it's because I'm bringing people on. Okay. Okay, we back. This is what we do for quarterly, and you can do monthly. Um, these audits supposed to be done every time they start building. Um, the people that's in charge of it is um, Mitch Attaway and Robert Amos. And I'm going to give you their phone numbers so you guys can call them. This is out of the governor office. This is the Soil and Water Commission. Uh, so you can look at this. I'm not going to go too depth into it, but they're talking about inspectors, and then they're talking about the report. The LIA mean local issue authority. Those are like code enforcers. The MOA is the memorandum of agreement. That is very important. That's millions of dollars. The MOA that I remove is still removed. Right now, they're billing illegally. That's why I had to take it to federal court. Uh, the only one that's supposed to be signing off on any uh, developing plans is Kenny Johnson, who you guys elect. Um, Nobody from the outside of Rockdale County is supposed to be signing permits, and that's what's going on now. You got people signing permits that's from Calhoun, Georgia, and so one thing else I want to say real quick: there shouldn't be any building going on. That car plant is no longer. I fought with Walton County. and we fought together and we got rid of this car company. So all this building they're doing is for nothing. They're building for nothing. All this, we should be a golf cart community, not an asphalt and cement community. Okay, this pretty much talking about phase two and phase one. When you see phase one and phase two and phase three, um, they have some permit T's. The first one with phase, the beginning is called general permit T's, and then you have the primary permit T's, and then you have the third level. And I'm going to show you how we can shut them down real quick because the city of Conyers and Rockdale County do not have paperwork in place. When I'm talking about paperwork in place, they don't have the inspections paperwork. Um, they don't. They can't tell you when they stop work orders, um, and that is crucial to our quality of life, and that's crucial because we have runoff and stuff goes into our lakes. This is an example right here. I have several subdivisions and stuff that's being built right now, and they look exactly like this. So you're going to build a house on something like this, and then put once you put in the nice grass and make it everything look good, that house is not sitting on a real steady ground. So come 3, 4, 5 years, your house shift and your doors can't hardly close. So we got poor development going on, and we don't have the proper audits and inspections. You see right here what it destroyed this pond from runoff because the developer didn't do his job. And the inspectors for the county and the city didn't do their job. This is what destroying our rivers and our lakes and contaminating our ground. This is another townhouse, and you can clearly see the runoff and a lot of settlements going down. It's just pretty much this destroying the whole area. But they're going to put a house on it. They're going to put townhouses on it, and like I said, they will shift. Um, and you might come up with a couple of uh, come up with a sinkholes. Rockdale is known for a lot of sinkholes because we own rocks. Everything they built in Rockdale County, they have to use small explosion because we are on rocks. See, you see that major erosion going on there? That shouldn't happen. They should have vegetation on that already. This is what's going on around the county, all around the county. They're doing clear cut and they have no trees in place. And so you got a whole lot of erosion and sediments going on. And that's going into our streams and our lakes. And like I said, a lot of people uh, look at them brand new houses and they're brand new townhouses. And 4 years into it, 3 years into it, some of them start first year, the house shift. They have cracks in their foundation. This is where they're supposed to have retaining ponds, and you can clearly see the retaining pond is pretty messed up right now. Um, this should not be happening. This should have buffers and stuff like that, so the water wouldn't they wouldn't have runoff going into that. This is a normal inspection, and this is where we don't have that going on right now in Rockdale County. They don't have their paperwork. They are not doing any audits, and Rockdale County is not the only one supposed to do the audit. The city supposed to do an audit, and also EPD, the state supposed to do the audit, and also Georgia Soil and Water Commission, and EPA is supposed to do an audit also. That is not happening in Rockdale County. All they're doing is clear cutting and drawing up the buildings, drawing up everything within one day. We will suffer for that. If the rain come and sit on us for 2 or 3 days, we flooding all over the place because it wasn't built right. There's no vegetation, and so it just uh, it just mind-boggling to see what's going on and to see that nobody really care. All it's about is the money. All right, uh, I'm going to go to the next one, and if anybody got any questions, feel free to let me know. You can write it in the chat. I'm gonna look at it and answer it for you. Okay. This permittee here is the third one. When they're doing phase three, right now in McCartan Landing, I'm going to make sure I give them a copy. Their lawyers need a copy of this. Right now, they can stop that was being built up in their community with that those rental homes. Um, the developers uh, code was it focused on startup home, first time startup homes. They're not going to that anymore. They're focusing on rental homes. That's something else. They just changed the whole American outlook for middle class. They're not even thinking about doing startup homes. They all focused on rental homes. But that is on the county too. The county can demand what they want in their county. So, like I said to you guys, like I said, we have three types of permits. We have the primary and we have the general. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, back to it. This is so important because this is where the developers make their money and the builders. They make their money off of phase two and phase three. That's where they make the most money because the general permit, that is phase one, um, they that's the way that's the first model of how the home's supposed to be built. But when they get to phase two and phase three, um, they take the shortcuts, but they still have to follow the NPDES permits, and they still need to do a notice of intent and a notice of termination. And they must follow Georgia Erosion and Settlement Act of 1975. That is a very important law. That law have to deal with all erosion and settlements. Um, and if you clearly can see at the last bottom of it, you see where they are talking about um, who approve the planning. If you see, it said the LIA will forward the planning to the Soil and Water District. That's me. For review and approval. That is not happening in Rockdale County. That's why you see all the clear cut, and that's why you see all the building. They're breaking the law. So, and once I approve it, then it go the approval, then it goes to the LIA, which is the local issue authority, and then it starts what we call LDA. That's when you see heavy equipment and the pipes. That mean that the permits have been signed. Everything is under the National uh, Pollution Discharge Elimination System. That is the most important permit. You have two of them. You have one for the wastewater, and you have one for um, the erosion settlement. And that's the one that I sign off on. Right now, you have somebody out of this county that's signing off on it. And that is on Osborne Nesby. Um, that's why I asked for a federal criminal investigation. That's not supposed to happen. You're violating federal laws when you're not having a proper person to sign the Clean Water Act. Uh, so as we go down, this is continually talking about the NPDES permits. Uh, there, this is the way I helped Walton County and Madison County and all of them to help get rid of that coal plant. Um, it was through the NPDES permits, and we just stayed at it. We just kept on because they didn't have the paperwork properly. You had a governor that bought 2,000 acres for $5 billion of our tax dollars to get around the Clean Water Act. The most important thing for that phase three is understanding the notice of termination. The notice of termination you can use to stop that building over there in the phase three. Uh, but the most important thing in phase three and phase two is the audit. If you haven't done any audit, that's a major lawsuit. That's a major lawsuit. And I can guarantee you that Rockdale County, the city of Conyers, and EPD, and Georgia Soil and Water Commission, Mitch Attaway and Robert Amos, have not done any audits in Rockdale County. The only audit they have done in 2019, and I got elected in 2018, and in 2019, I asked for an audit, and that's what you was looking at. The audit that I asked for, I said, no, we need an audit. And that's the only time they did it. All this is talking about uh, the planning, development planning, and the NPDES permits. Um, it is talking about how long I have to approve it. You have 35 days. If I don't approve it in 35 days, then the developers can automatically start building. There's two things the way you can stop a construction: the permits and the bonds. Those are the way we can stop these construction going on. Okay. I got another one to show you guys. The mining. I'm fighting with people over in Millstead and some more other folks. And right now, um, Sherry Washington can rescind her vote, and this is over with. The mining company have not put an application in. I talked to EPD, Jamie Lancaster, and I'm gonna give her number out. It's 470-251-2589. She informed me that no, it's no applications have been brought to our office. And I informed her when they do, I need to know because I will file a notice of intent. So if I have to sue them, I will sue them. But we uh, going to try to work something out to make sure that they do not bring a mining in here. A mining come in here and you destroy all the table water. The table water, what I'm talking about, is your vegetation. Uh, the ground will be contaminated, and then you will see dust all over your homes, your cars, and a lot of those dusts are carcinogens. So we're talking about something that can destroy the second smallest county. And Miss Washington saying she was an expert at it. I went seeing it. So I automatically thought the company was in Tennessee, but the EPD informed me that the company is not in Tennessee. They are here in Georgia. And I say, have they have experience doing this? And they told me no. So why we got a startup company uh, coming in our county? And first of all, we don't have the car industry no more. So where is this mining going? It's not going in Rockdale. It's going somewhere in uh, somebody else county that's going to benefit from while we tear up our county, tear up our streams and our water. That don't even make any sense. So the fight is on, and I'm gonna keep you guys informed. And I got all their phone numbers. Um, Mitch Attaway, his phone number is 706-224-8502. Robert Amos, his phone number is 706-552-4470. These are Soil and Water Commission. They are responsible for the foolishness also. Please write Miss Washington, uh, Miss Sherry Washington, she's running for office, and let her know you need to rescind your vote. She can rescind her vote today. This is over with. Like I said, they don't have an application in yet. Um, I'm putting so much pressure on them, and and also I call Fish and Wildlife, and also I have called EPA, and so nobody have done a study, but we're going to approve something that that's beyond even thinkable. They have no official study. Army Corps engineer, haven't been here to do a study. No one. But you're going to approve this. That don't make any sense. And I am an expert. I am an environmental expert. The federal government, everyone recognize me. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. You're talking about a whole lot of sludge that's going to be shipped all over, but they're looking at the one landfill over there by Miller Bottom, where those $1 million homes is, and that's going to be a lot of trucks coming in there, dumping that sludge. That means your property value is getting ready to go down. So we have to fight. We have to keep the fight up. All right. We get to the other slide. Okay, hold on. This is over by Glen Road and Old Coverton. This is what clear cut looked like. They totally destroyed this pond over there. That is going on right now. I called EPD, they're supposed to have somebody come out there, and I said, I don't want just nobody coming out there. We need to find it. So, let me show you the rest of it. Oh, this is up here. This here is a subdivision. I can't tell you where it's at because this is part of my evidence in federal court. Their pipes and everything in that subdivision is backing up. So you got waste, uh, human waste all over the place in the people's backyards. This is going on in Rockdale County as I speak. And some of it is getting in some of the water. So we got a lot of problems going on. And a lot of it I can't talk about because I just can take the pictures and a lot of people. I really want to thank the citizens of Rockdale who's calling me and telling me, look, we know that you're the only one that's coming out here and fight for us. So this should be like the third world. That shouldn't be in the United States or in any county in the United States. You got backup sewage in these subdivisions, and right now I can't tell you where that's at. We're having problems also in our restaurants back up. So it's going to get worse. Okay, this is that pond. But you can see that clearly, that clear cut and all that. And this half of it is not even covering the whole area. And so all of that erosion and sediment is coming right in there. And you got ducks, you got turtles, all that in there. And I'm just like, that just not the way you do things. And the county, I already have fined them with EPD. They've been fined from 2018 to 2023, and we plan on finding them again this year. But I'm in federal court right now, and I'm asking for a consent decree. That's the only way we're going to have control over this county. A consent decree is it gives the county the guidelines, what they can build and what they cannot build. And that is what the citizens of Rockdale need real bad. see some more. Oh, didn't I? Again, this is some more of the picture of this feed into Yellow River also. So you couldn't imagine this feeding in Yellow River. It's already polluted, just making it more polluted. All right. That is it right there of all what I have. I can go back over if anybody have any question. But tell you the okay. Go ahead, CC.
I'm. Well, could you repeat those numbers? The one of them I put in the chat: 706-552-4470. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's Robert Amos. And the other one is 706-224-8502. That is Mitch Attaway.
I'm gonna type that. And the other number that I typed in the chat, 404-251, is that
It's
2559?
it's 470
Or
251 2589.
758.
That is Jamie Lancaster. That's the one that is over the mining. They call it mining surf. So, but I told him, I said, yeah, you can call it that, but we're going to call it uh, a mining that need to get out of Rockdale County. So that's the person that we need to be calling. These are the people that we need to be calling and letting them know about these building that's going on, and no uh, um, audit is being done, no works order is being stopped. And so we just have a disaster going on that is affecting our lakes, our streams, and our property. So, like I just showed you how there's waste, human waste is just coming up these pipes. Um, that is not only one subdivision, there's several other subdivisions. And then you got a lot of folks that have uh, real bad leaking uh, septic tanks that's flowing all over the place. And then you got a lot of people that have a whole lot of sinkholes in their backyards. The county have over $3 million of equipment that people can use for these sinkholes, to fill in these sinkholes. So why are they stopping the citizens from using it? I have no idea when you, the taxpayer, have paid for this. So, anything else? So, Mitch Attaway is over the Soil and Water Commission. He's not over me, the state elected official. One thing I did is I my first 4 years, um, I already knew that the board was illegal. They was taking more, um, anywhere between $10 to $20 million out of this county. Um, every district across the nation, their budgets are like anywhere between $5 to $20 million. The state of Georgia is last. They give their district supervisors $2,500. I don't know what they're thinking of, but I'm challenging everything. There is a law called 40 acres. Um, That's where they make their money off of the uh, the clear cutting, the land disturbing and land disturbing activity. Where that money go, I don't know, but the district's supposed to be involved in it too. Um, and then you have other monies that's not being accountable for. The fines, the money with the fines and stuff, that is not going into general funds. That is going to straight to the commission. And I think a lot of people need to ask questions about that. That check is cut by the clerk of court. So, yeah, we got a lot of little secrets that I know about. And these are a lot of money. You're talking about anywhere between 500,000 to $1 million of money that's uncounted. And we need to ask questions about it. But the main thing is developers should not be running Rockdale County. Like I said, we should have green space and we should have golf cart community. We're the second smallest county. And it's grants for all of that. I brought in a USDA grant. I'm the only one, the only state elected official that brought in a major grant. So we just got to stay on our elected officials and have them bring funds in here and not do beauty pageant. We don't have time for beauty pageant. We want to know how much money you're going to bring in. The only difference between Alpharetta and Roswell and Rockdale County is that their elected official bring in money. And so Rockdale County should not be a county without a major headquarters for companies. That don't even make any sense. We don't even have an international company, and I'm on several international boards. And so these are questions that you need to ask and say, well, you've been here 8 years, you've been here 12 years, and why we don't have that? That don't make any sense. So this, but we can put truck parking, we can put a whole lot of convenience stores and liquor stores and townhouses. That ain't that ain't what bring people in here. So, but and we should have a lot of nature trail, and we don't because Rockdale is a beautiful county. We have a lot of lakes that a lot of people don't even know about, and so but they're being contaminated, and we have to hold people accountable. We've been out of federal compliance for over 30 years. Now, I want you to think about that. We've been out of federal compliance for over 30 years, but we're doing a whole lot of building. Where's that wastewater going? Where's the runoff going? You're already out of compliance. Do it make any sense? No. They don't have a car plant no more that they will say, oh, we feed into the car plant. They don't have no car plant. Sarah Washington said, we training kids for the electric car plant. They don't have it no more. So, so we shouldn't be with all the buildings should stop immediately. And that's what I'm doing in federal court to try to stop this. But like I said, I can't do it all by myself. The HOAs and everybody, y'all have to make your voice heard, and you have to go out and vote and make your voice heard. And the ones that's already in office, you need to hold them accountable. Where's our money? Uh, Rockdale should be having at least $2 to $3 billion coming in this county from federal grant, easily. There's no excuse other than your people not doing anything. I heard you ask about Sherry Washington's phone number. Hold up, give me a second. I was, I mean, the debates was very good. I heard a lot of things. A lot of it was true. A lot of it was not true, and a lot of it was, oh, I'm going to do that. But you've been there 8 years. You've been there 12 years. Why you don't have it done now? The most important thing that's going on right now is our schools, and we need to make changes in our schools. Our schools own a lot of property too, and we need to make sure those properties are being developed properly. Also, uh, far as the school, they have anywhere between 300 to 500 million dollars sitting on the table because they don't have leadership. I know a lot of international uh, group would love to invest, but they don't have the leadership. That hurting our property values because we don't have the proper leadership. What we have is politics. Okay, I don't have a number right off. I'll get back with you on Cheryl Washington phone number. Um, that's all about the basic things that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to share with everybody of what's going on. The audits is major. Like I said, the last major audit was 2019. That's how we out of federal compliance. They don't do audits. They don't have no paperwork. The first thing I asked them, I said, "Where's the paperwork?" The city don't have theirs. Let me make sure everybody clear about the city. The city of Conyers is not relevant. They are not the water authority. They are not under federal section 402 and 404. The county is. The city have to connect to the county sewer line and stone water line. The city need the county for uh, for the DOT, which that should not be happening. Now, the city should be charged to connect to our sewer line since they want to do a whole lot of building. That's millions of dollars that we are losing. But our taxes are going up. Our taxes should have never went up. If the city want to do a whole lot of building, the city have to pay for it. We shouldn't have a whole lot of backup. If the city want to um, connect to our system, then they need to pay for the water pump stations. So right now, the city is having a free ride by building these townhouses. When the last mayor, he said, "I'm not building anything." This mayor is about putting money in his pocket. Him and his city manager Tony Lucas made $1 billion. Y'all can sit there, y'all want to. Let me tell you, I would tell a 20 or 30-year old, I would tell them to buy 10 acres or more land because the government going to pay you. That's why they want to be a part of this district supervisor stuff because they have land and they get paid for it. It's a lot of ways to make money off in conservation. And that's what is going on with all the families in Rockdale County. And that's what I'm breaking up the monopoly. and said, no, that money need to go to the community. I mean, that need to go to y'all. There's money for you guys for your lawns. Y'all never heard of that, but there's plenty of money for your lawns. So that's what I'm doing. I'm breaking up this system. So I'm pretty much letting y'all know that we're going to keep on fighting, and I'm going to end this session. And for anybody have any questions, please give me a call. My phone number is 445699192, and my email address is johnson.rswcd@gmail.com. All right, nobody got any questions? We're going to end this session. All right, thank you.
Excellent job. Thank you.